Yo, yo, yo! John Bush, SovereignBTC with the BitMom, thebitmom.com, Catherine Bleich.
Howdy.
We are on our way from Washington, D.C., a.k.a. the belly of the beast, a.k.a. the seat of the empire, a.k.a. the city-state that knows no bounds when it comes to destruction and coercion. And we're on our way to New York City. And we just left the Bitcoin in the Beltway event. Went really well. Got to do some good networking, chatted with some people. A lot of people were following our hijinks here on the road. And Jason King, I think he put on a great event. There was a good amount of people there, a lot of ideas expressed. I enjoyed it. Kat, what were your thoughts on the Bitcoin in the Beltway?
I thought it was a great conference. Logistically, as a mother with kids, it's always hard when the vendor booths are in the same area as the speakers, so that was kind of a downer for me. But I really enjoy working the vendor booth, is my point. But overall, it was really great. I learned a lot, got to meet with a lot of great people, and for me, I feel like I really got to know some more Bitcoin media personalities. That's our GPS going off right there. Including Perianne Boring with the Forbes Bitcoin Boring Report. She was on a media panel with me. I had a really good time hearing about her perspective on how to deal with the media and things that the media can do differently and better. So it was really good for me. I had a really good time.
Yeah, Kat did a great job at their media panel. It was very well attended. We also screened Sovereign Living Episode 4. Wasn't as well attended as we would have liked, but we got to meet with some people and show them our work on the Bitcoin episode. We've got a lot of cool stuff going on in New York City. Before that, let me tell you a couple more things we did in D.C. Again, we haven't used FRNs yet. We didn't in D.C. We do have a tragic update to give you, but we did get the opportunity to eat at our first restaurant that accepted Bitcoin directly. It was a place called Thomas Foolery that was close to the hotel. It's in a place called the Golden Triangle in downtown Washington, D.C. And it was a pretty cool joint. They had a bunch of toys from the 90s. Got some paninis and some tater tots, and they accept Bitcoin directly. So that's Thomas Fooleries. Check it out. We'll link to it in the podcast notes. And you can always follow us at Uncoinventional.com for the written blog. Well, unfortunately, on the way to New York City, we used our first FRNs on a toll road.
Boo! The truth is, I know there are ways to get around avoiding toll roads, but we didn't leave DC until after 8 p.m. and we got 2 babies and we need to go the fastest way possible. So here's one of the obstacles that comes with traveling on Bitcoin. Toll roads. We need a solution for this, but I am sure that we can come up with one. Let's put our minds together, Bitcoin world. Let's fix this.
She was doing an enthusiastic hand motion fist bump there for you in the radio world. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin would be the perfect application if you'd be able to just drive through, have a little RFID tag. Not that we're into RFID tags or anything, but it could automatically deduct it from your account. Seems like it would be pretty simple. Another hurdle that we had was tipping the bellhops at the hotel. We tried to do our own moving around of the bags, and one time, however, we needed to have some stuff moved up to our vendor booth, and the guy said that you can't take the little carts yourself, which we had been doing the whole time. So he helped us out, and thankfully I ran into Davi Barker, who was down there, who proxied for us. He gave the guy $3, and we gave Davi $3 worth of Bitcoin. So shout out to Davi Barker, Bitcoin Not Bombs, Muslim agorist. Thank you for your help. But yeah, so we used FRNs. We didn't really have a choice. The alternative would have been to go hours out of the way. So that's that. We do what we can. Nothing more, nothing less.
And honestly, for this trip, I made sure to, in all of the written press that I did, press releases, was to say that we are going to spend Bitcoin only for gasoline, housing, and food. And we have been 100% successful on that. And so I don't know if we're hypocrites or if we're losers or what it makes us that we just spent $4 on a toll road, but we did. There you go.
She's feeling a little self-conscious, folks.
I am.
I think we'll be okay, Kat.
I feel inconsistent.
I think they'll forgive us for that one. Okay, so we're on our way to New York City, and we're going to be staying at the Holiday Inn that recently announced a pilot program of accepting Bitcoin. They're partnering with Charlie Shrem, and that is super exciting. It'll be our first hotel that we're going to pay directly, so we're pumped about that. It's in Brooklyn, New York. We're going to meet with Charlie Shrem in the morning, have breakfast with him, and we're going to be meeting with a reporter from, what's it called?
The Daily Dot. I've never heard of them, but I looked them up on Twitter and they have 200,000 followers. We will also be doing a phone call with a reporter, actually the editor of Yahoo Travel, and she's going to try and meet up with us during the day at some point.
Then that evening, tomorrow evening, that's Monday evening, we're going to be at the ATM Bitcoin Center, Bitcoin New York City Bitcoin Center, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's down near Wall Street. They said that we're going to be able to ring the bell to start the trading floor. That's pretty exciting. We'll probably let the kiddos ring it. And we are going to be screening Sovereign Living episode 4 before 7 o'clock. So we're still finalizing the plans, but I'm pretty sure it's going down. So get down there anyway. Probably starting around 6 p.m. at the New York City Bitcoin Center. That's pretty exciting. So we got a lot of great stuff going on. We're excited about New York City. We're definitely going to go have lunch or dinner at a spot that accepts Bitcoin directly. So we've been supplementing our cruise with Gift, gyft.com and egifter.com, which is great. We're using only Bitcoin, but it'll be much more satisfying when we can pay with Bitcoin directly like we did at Thomas Foolery. So stay up to date with what we're doing on Uncoinventional.com. Again, we're on our way from Washington, D.C. to New York City, the big city, as we make our way up to PorcFest. Oh yeah, one more thing. We bought a Bitcoin ATM, Skyhook. That's right, open source, Skyhook. Check us out at Campsite 29 in Agora Valley, where you can buy Bitcoin from the Skyhook Project ATM, bringing it to you. And then we're going to take it back to Austin, Texas, position in a brave new bookstore, the first brick and mortar in the entire state of Texas to accept Bitcoin. Some say it's the first bookstore in the entire world to accept Bitcoin. Pretty exciting stuff, folks. This is John Bush of SovereignBTC signing out. Follow us on Twitter at SovBTC. Check out Kat on Twitter at the Bitmom. You can follow our written blog. Kat's doing a great job, like about 35, 60 posts a day.
Yeah, right.
I'm just kidding, it seems like that. There's literally about 5 to 10 a day, so check it out at uncoinventional.com. That's courtesy of Bitcoin Magazine. I want to give a big shout out to Let's Talk Bitcoin for carrying the podcast and getting that out there. That's letstalkbitcoin.com. A lot of great audio stuff coming from there. Kat, you got any final words?
Yeah, I just, in closing, wanted to say how important I think it is that we are doing this trip. I think it's really groundbreaking. We're a family of 4. We have 2 very small children. And not only are we traveling across the country, but we're able to do it comfortably. We're staying in hotels. We're eating at Whole Foods. And I think this is sort of a missing element in the media coverage of Bitcoin, both our own media, you know, our Bitcoin-centric media, and the mainstream media. It doesn't really cover the practicality of everyday use of Bitcoin. So I hope that you enjoy listening to these updates, because I believe that they really do set an example and show the world that you can do it. And you may have to go through third parties right now, and there may be some hoops you have to jump through, but it is possible. And I hope it gives inspiration and hope to others to maybe go out and buy your gasoline through Coin Fueled in the future instead of paying directly at the pump.
There you have it, folks. This has been SovereignBTC, your guide to the practical side of everyday Bitcoin use, bringing it to you. Remember, use Bitcoin, live free, and prosper. Peace and freedom. We're out.